Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daily Code Challenges. I'm so excited to have you here, and also I'm so excited to be here as well. All right, so today we have another very interesting challenge. Let's see what we have. It says 3 increasing, right? Let me just copy this and write it here. Okay, 3 increasing. It says write a function 3 increasing that accepts an array of numbers as an argument. The function should return a boolean indicating whether or not the array contains 3 consecutive numbers in consecutive increasing order, like 7, 8, 9. Okay, so um what this is asking us to do is to write a function that can help check if there are 3 numbers in the array that follow themselves in a consecutive increasing order. So here they said like 7, 8, 9. So looking at line 9, in the array argument, we have 11, 12, 13. So this is true, right? Let's check line 10. We have 7, 8, and 9. So this is also true. Let's check line 11. We have 7, 2, 4, 5, 2, 1, 6. There are no 3 numbers that follow themselves consecutively in increasing order, right? Let's check line 12. We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 2, 7, 8 also. So this is false. Line 11 is also false. Line 9 and 10 are true, right? All right, so how do we solve this? The first thing we need to do is we need to understand what this question is saying. So the question is trying to ask if we have numbers that follow themselves consecutively, right, in an increasing order. So we are going to assign the first number. Let's assume we have a number. We have numbers, 3 numbers in an array that follow themselves in that order, right? So we call the first one first, and this is going to be array I. We call the second one second, and this is going to be array I plus 1. That's 11 plus 1, that's 12. Then we call the third one third, which is going to be equal to array I plus I plus 1 plus 1. That's what? That's I plus 2, right? So this is going to be I, this is I plus 1, while this is I plus 2 as their index. So let's see how we can put this into code. Let's take this out. So we begin by writing the function keyword as we normally do. Say function, then use the autocomplete, and then we write the function name, 3 increasing. Then we change params to array. Okay, having done that, we know we need to look through each item in this array in all of the array arguments, right? So we use the for loop. We say for, then we also use the autocomplete. We change index to I, which is my preference actually. You can actually call index anything, right? But make sure you understand how you are using it. All right, so I remove this line of code because I simply don't need it. So here we have let I equals 0. That means that we are starting from the first index. I less than array dot length. That means we are looping through to the last item. And then I plus plus. That means we are moving in increments of 1, right? Okay. The next thing we want to do is we need to at first we need to write a condition to check if these numbers they flow themselves. But before that, let's assign these values to variable names called first, second, and third. So we begin by saying const first is equal to array I, right? So this is array I. Array I can be any index, right? It can be found in any part in the array, right? So we don't know. So that's array I. The next one is second. We call it array second equals array. Now, since it's the next one after array I, is going to be array I plus 1. Simple. Then the next one is going to be called third. We say const third, not trade. Excuse me. Third equals array. I know we already know what this is going to be. This is going to be 1 plus 2. Right. Okay. So this is that. So we have the first item. So looking at this, comparing it with 7, 8, 9. If this is array I, which is 7, then array 8 is definitely going to be the next one. That's array I plus 1, right? And the next one is 9, which is I plus 2. So you get the gist. Okay, so like I said, we need to write a condition, right? So we check if these numbers they follow themselves consecutively in an increasing order. So we say if we use the autocomplete also. If what? We say if first equals second. So we want to check if the first number here, using this 7, 8, 9 as examples, you want to check if this first number here is not equal to the second number, right? But here rather we say if we add 1 to this first number, is it going to be equal to this second? So we are trying to see if they are in a consecutive order increasingly, right? So that's the idea. So here we are rather going to say if first plus 1 is equal to second, right? So that means that the first number is one value lesser than the second number, which is exactly what we have here. 7 is one value lesser than 8, right? So we've been able to check for if 7 plus 1 should give us 8. Now let's also check if 8 plus 1 should give us 9. Here we can't use two equal tos in a statement like that. So to combine them, we are going to use the arithmetic and using the ampersand and yeah. So here we are simply going to check if second plus 1 can give us third. So we simply say second plus 1 equals third, right? So if this is this, we return true. Then anything aside this returns what? A false, right? So let's save this and let's run. Reference I is not defined. Okay. Okay, right. So yes, so here we can just cut this entire code and then place them here rather. So we can define I after when it has been initialized here, right? So let's save this code to properly format the entire code. So we save this code. We can see we have a more formatted code. Let's give it some spacing. Okay, so this is readable, more readable than how it was. Let's save it again. I think the VS Code might want to shrink everything. Okay, so here is what we have. So let's run this again and see if we still have that error. Okay, here we have true, true, false, false. Let's check what the expected results are. Okay, here we also have true, true, false, false, right? So this shows that we've been able to correctly implement the function, right, that helps check if three numbers they are in consecutive order increasingly, right? So there are so many ways to also work this. You can choose not to assign this directly to variable names, right? You can just choose to use them directly in the if statement. That's your choice and it should work. But this is more readable, right? So when you want to write code, we try to write codes to be as readable as possible, right? So people using it and people trying to understand the code will not have too much trouble understanding it. All right, so with this, we've come to the end of today's challenge, and I believe that you gained something today, and I would also love to see how you implement yours if you are going to be using some different approach to handle this. All right, so you can just add that to the comment section. All right, thank you very much. Also, please, if you found this video interesting, please like and follow this channel, right? Dev with Excel, and also turn on the notification so that when I drop in new videos, you'll be notified ASAP. All right, thank you very much and have a nice time. Bye.